Hi, my name is Sebastian Moss, and today I will be talking about gender stereotypes in video games. So before I start my presentation, I would like to give a brief outline on what I will be discussing. So first I will state my guiding question, which is the question that my project is based off of and the question that I will be answering. Second, I will talk about how, for the sake of the project, how pictures and colors can be portrayed as languages. And then after that, I will introduce my first set of video games, which includes a My Little Pony video game and a Call of Duty video game. And then I will talk about how the images, the words, and the colors between the two video games, how they are different, and what does this mean. And then after that, I will introduce my second set of video games, which is a Barbie video game and an Assassin's Creed video game. And then I will discuss again how the colors, the words, and the images between the two are different, and what does this mean. And then lastly, I will state my conclusion, which is basically how does this all tie together, and how does this relate to my guiding question. So first off, here's my guiding question. My guiding question is, how is gender revealed through language, specifically the language that is used in video games, which in this case will be language itself, the use of words, images, and colors as well. So first off, how can pictures and images be portrayed as language? So for example, or first off, words do not always accurately represent how a person is feeling, and we all know this. I'm sure everyone at a certain point in their life, they have said, yeah, I'm fine, but they are not really fine, or vice versa, something of that sort. My point is, words can easily be manipulated when it comes to a person's true emotions and how they're actually feeling. And then the same goes for images and colors, in the sense that both of them can be used to describe emotions. However, they cannot be manipulated as easily as words can be manipulated. So an example of how images can give off emotions or make you feel a certain way, an example of this is if you see a picture of a newborn dog, you are likely to feel happy or comfortable, something to that extent. Whereas if you would see a picture of maybe a homeless dog, like those commercials from the dog shelter, that will make you feel sad. And the same goes for colors, in the sense that everyone generally knows that red generally means anger, blue means sad, and yellow means happy. So my point is that both colors and images can be used to portray emotions just as much as actual words. So for my first set of video games, the first video game that I have is a My Little Pony video game. And then the first thing that is most noticeable about this video game, is the color scheme, being that the two main colors that are used in the video game are pink and purple, as well as blue, but the two main colors revolve around pink and purple. And there are also no dark or dull colors such as black, brown, or gray. The second thing that is noticeable is the wordplay that is used within the video game. So the words revolve around safety, and they are playful, and they give off very positive connotations. So an example of words that are used in this video game cover are safe, friendship, magical, sparkle, all words that do not give off negative connotations and just make you feel like they give off chill vibes. And then the next thing that is noticeable about this video game cover is the images that is being used in the video game cover. So for example, you have an image of a castle and an image of colorful ponies, both of these being two things that people stereotypically assume that girls are attracted to. Most people stereotypically assume that girls are attracted to princesses and princess castles, as well as colorful animals. I'll expand more on my next slides. And then for my next video game, I have a Call of Duty video game. And then the first thing that is noticeable about this video game, unlike the My Little Pony video game, the colors in this game particularly are very dark and dull. The main colors that are used are black, gray, and brown. And you see absolutely no colors of pink or purple like the My Little Pony video game. And also the wordplay that is used in this video game, the words revolve around violence and war, which give off very negative connotations and they do not make you feel safe. So an example of the words that are used within this video game, you have war, you have devastating, and you have destruction. All words that go along with combat itself, and all words that do not make people feel comfortable or make people feel safe. Then the next thing that is noticeable about this cover is the images that it uses. The images back up the idea of violence, of revolving around violence, as the images are images of weapons, battlefields, and then men killing each other on these battlefields with these weapons. So what does this say about these two games that I just showed you? So first off, for the My Little Pony video game, because the My Little Pony video game is meant to stereotypically attract the girl or the female audience. So this video game cover says that girls are or should be attracted to pink and purple, that girls should be attracted to words that revolve around friendship and safety, such as, like as we were seeing, words like friendship and sparkle and safe and words like that. And then it also says that the images that they're using are images that they believe are also, or that also attract girls, as we are seeing images of castles and images of colorful ponies. And then whereas in the second video game, the Call of Duty video game, this game is meant to stereotypically attract the male audience. And then in this video game, we are seeing how the colors are very dark and dull. They are not like the colors from the My Little Pony video game where they are bright and they're pink and purple. And then they're portraying how boys are attracted to war video games by using words that revolve around violence, such as war and devastation and destruction. And then they're also showing how the images are images that boys are stereotypically attracted to, and these images revolved around men killing each other. Then both of these images show how different variations of language combine to stereotype certain games that boys and girls will be attracted to as they are growing up, and games that they will play as they are growing up. So for my second set of video games, the first video game that I have is a Barbie video game. And then the first thing that is noticeable about this specific video game is the colors. Just like the My Little Pony video game, in this particular video game, nearly the whole cover is made out of pink and purple. There's a rare usage of any other colors besides pink and purple. And then the words that are being used in this video game are words that they believe stereotypically attract girls. In this sense, they are talking about shopping, as they are using words such as fashion, nails, hair, and makeup, things that they believe girls are or should be attracted to. And the images that they are using are only reinforcing the notion that girls are attracted to things such as fashion and shopping, as they are using images of girls getting their nails done and girls dyeing their hair. And the second video game that I have is an Assassin's Creed video game. And the specific color scheme in this video game, it is also very dark. The three main colors that are being used are black, gray, and white is only used to exaggerate the darkness of the video game, the darkness of the color black. And then, like the Call of Duty video game, there's absolutely no usage of pink or purple in the video game covers. And then the words that are being used in this video game are very similar to the words that are being used in the Call of Duty video game, in the sense that they give off a very negative connotation, and they revolve around violence and aggression. In this video game, you have specific words such as blades, deadly, and death, which are all negative connotation, which all give off negative connotations, and they make you feel very uncomfortable. However, they are saying that these are words that boys are attracted to. And then the last thing about that is noticeable about this video game is the images that is being used within the game. So like the Call of Duty video game, the images revolve around men killing each other. In this video game, nearly all the images on the cover are men killing each other. And then what do these two games show? Well, in the first video game, the Barbie video game, which is meant to stereotypically attract the female audience, they're once again like the My Little Pony video game, they're saying how girls are or should be attracted to pink and purple, how the words that they should be attracted to should be words that revolve around fashion products such as hair, makeup, and nails, and words that revolve around shopping, and how the images that they are using are images of these fashion products, which they think should make or should attract girls and make them feel comfortable to their game. Then in the second video game, the Assassin's Creed video game, which is meant to stereotypically attract the male audience, they are using colors that they believe will attract the male audience, such as dark colors like black, gray, and brown. And then their wordplay that they're using revolves around violence and aggression, as they are using words such as death and blades. And then the images are backing up the violence idea of the whole entire game, as the images are men killing each other with these weapons. Then once again, like the first two video games, these two video games show how different variations of language, being words, pictures, and colors, are combining to set a stereotype that they believe boys and girls will be attracted to in specific video games, and the video games that they will be playing as they grow up. And so my conclusion, what does this all mean? How does this all tie together? Well, first off, in both the girl video games, the two main colors are pink and purple. In both the girl video games, the wordplay gives off very positive connotation, a very safe connotation, and things that they believe girls should be attracted to, such as friendship and fashion products. And then the images in both of them are used to reinforce this notion of safety and friendship and shopping. And then in both the boy or male attracted video games, both of the colors in the video games are very dark and dull. Both of the video games have colors like black and gray, and both of the video games have no colors of pink and purple. And then as well, the wordplay in both of the video games revolve around violence and aggression, and the images in both of the video games revolve around men killing each other with weapons. So what these two video games do is that they are negatively affecting both genders, as they are setting false standards of the video games that both genders should be attracted to. So what this does is it does not allow for the genders to branch out of their specific video games, and it is constantly telling boys that they should be attracted to action video games that revolve around violence and dark colors and wordplay that goes along with war and combat, and they are constantly telling women or girls, young girls, that they should be attracted to video games where the colors are pink and purple and the words revolve around shopping and friendship, and then the images only back that up. This affects both the genders negatively through the language that is being used in both video games. And then here's my works cited, and thank you for listening to my presentation.